Welcome back to a brand new stream. Today we're going to do some freight operations on Hauptstrecke Bremen-Oldenburg. We're going to be using the Siemens Vectron. Wait for a moment. Alright. What the F are we doing here? Well, I assume that it will come around the corner then. Not really sure. Well. See, we actually restarted if it's then fixed, but there wasn't a train anywhere around. So I don't know what that was about. Well, this ain't going to be fixed then. That was quite weird. But we actually want to use the Deutsche Bahn on the Bahnstrecke Bremen-Oldenburg. Well, we're gonna try it again, but with a different timetable. And if that doesn't work, this live stream is likely going to end soon and quite early, because I don't know what this is about, but. For damn fuck's sake. At least I'm stopping on the station right now, but. That's not my train either. Oh, this clearly doesn't work as it should. I don't know what the fuck we're doing now here, but. There's a train coming, but it's just not our train. Apparently it doesn't work that well. I know it's a layer, but it should work, so. Well, this doesn't work at all. Let's see if we can actually get a real pool Vectron spool up here. I don't think that is the case then, but we'll try. So we go back to train depot and I pick the Vectron and then the real pool and then Bremen-Oldenburg. Drive this manifest train. Well, let's see if this works. I don't think it will. Or if it just span in a random place as it is on a train, but there is no train. Don't know what that's about, but we actually get a train this time. That's cool. We have a train. Alright, then we'll do it with this one. Insert the master key. Breaks the good out, good in. Reverse it to forward. Wait for a moment. Yes, will do. BZB has to be turned on. LZB has to be turned on. Where is it? Totally forgot. Now it's there. There's like a C5. Yes, I heard you. Make sure the headlights are set. Signal lights are fine today. AFB.
AFB. Zugbeeinflussung. AFB. 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 AFB.
You're giving me the whole shit, brother.
AFB. 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 AFB.
Yeah, I heard you.
AFB.
I heard you. So the signal we're standing in front of is red. Let's check the train out. We don't have a tight schedule or something, so. It's quite long. Hit it with full power. Safe to release.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
Well, for the introduction of this live stream where we had the DB cargo train that wasn't working, I keep it in on purpose so you guys can actually see how much it sometimes can suck, this game. Yeah, you don't want to find yourself playing it and then not being able to actually load the train in. And I don't know why it was actually not working, because this train is working for some reason. So Speed increase to 60 because that means the entire train has passed the sign. As you can see, it is quite a distance for a European freight train. It's quite a distance. Next speed limit is even 120 kilometers an hour, so we're allowed to go pretty fast with this cargo train. It's yeah, no, that wasn't not that big train. Not sure how long it exactly is. I didn't check on it when I was starting it or loading it, because I was already happy it was actually working. So the annoyance of the rail pool variant is that those indicators are actually located on your right instead of here, which I don't really get why. This thing is located here while it is located there on the Deutsche Bahn variant. So it's a bit annoying, but we can deal with it. And as soon as that pedal lights up, illuminates on this screen, you immediately get the buzzer. So yeah, there's not really much you can do. See, there it was. So you will hear that frequently throughout this route live stream. So yeah, sorry for that. There's nobody waiting on a platform. That's also quite strange in my opinion, but hey, who am I? Also, nobody on this platform. Must be some vacation or something. Also, nobody on this platform. Hey, an intercity one that was actually being pushed and pulled. Yeah, well, it doesn't have cab cars included, so maybe that might be the reason. But you expect people to be on the station right here, but there's literally nobody. Not a single person. Well, for the next road, we're gonna make it a little bit more challenging, set the weather to heavy rain, storms, whatever. A bit like the situation in South Germany right now. Actually, a train derailed that killed the driver and another employee of Deutsche Bahn, as well as a passenger, I think. Which is actually quite a saddening story, so. But it's. The probable cause was the heavy rainfall that resulted in mud falling down or whatever, and that actually caused the train to derail and flip over. So it was kind of a horrific scene. So. And there was also a train derailed earlier, but there was nobody injured. That was like the day before. That was near Stuttgart, I believe. It was an IC4 or IC3 3 Neo. I don't know for sure, but it was an IC, one of the later generations. This is the first station where actually people show up. That's weird. Also on YouTube is a documentary, I believe Wealth uploaded it, about the manufacturing of the Siemens Vectron. It's quite interesting if you want to know how locomotive like the Siemens Vectran is actually being produced. They are produced in Munich in Germany. It was I watched it yesterday. It was quite an interesting documentary. Got some frame rate drops here. An S-Bahn service. It was a short train. It's likely based on the demand currently at the platforms, because only in the previous station we actually saw people, so there's not a high demand. That's a certainty, and there's no denying. The other platforms had no people around, even though there was an intercity still coming. Well, an intercity doesn't stop that probably, but the S-Bahn will. And it wasn't that long before the S-Bahn actually arrives there, so probably no passengers are all late. Or the train is late and it just decided to leave anyway. Screw it. Typical Deutsche Bahn fashion. So there was a speed limit saying 12, that means 120 kilometers an hour. We're already driving that because we're a cargo train, so we're limited to a lower speed than the passenger services. And we'll see on the head-up display on the top right of the screen that there will be a speed restriction of 60 coming up. So after that, immediately a yellow. And there was a magnet already. Yeah, I expected that to happen because it doesn't break on time. Alright, now it will say this bullshit for... Well, that's the sad part. It will actually break until I indeed... Shut up! I heard you. There was also no way to override it. Shut up. I should have started to brake earlier. Fuck's sake, man. Why does this shit always happen to me? Well, it was totally my fault, that's for sure, but it's annoying still.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
Yeah, and it doesn't accelerate so fast, so... Well, it was totally my fault that we got a Zwangbremsung, but nevertheless it is annoying, and apparently this thing doesn't accelerate fast, it doesn't brake fast. There's also a big difference between the Deutsche Bahn variant, because I think that the entire physics on the thing are different. It feels a lot more powerful in this one. But yeah, keep in mind that we're also pulling about 30 cars or something, so... And that we're most likely getting a yellow sign, which means that we should do 45. And I'm not risking another penalty break.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Like I said, speed limit 45. This expect 70. Why would I expect 70 if the speed limit here is already 60? DTG list. Dovetail Games Logistics. Boy, what a shit the logistics that would be. Baureihe 110. Stop as indicated. This won't slow you down for a single bit. Actually, I have to put it to full service here. Yeah. Come on. It's not red yet. Yeah, there we go. Wait, seriously. So we can pull it somewhere in there or something, or what? Well, we'll wait. I'm gonna have a break after this first part of the stream. Since we need to get some drinks, stay hydrated. But I can't just walk away now just yet because I'm not sure what will happen next. If we actually have to drive a little bit further or not. Oops. It's funny how you actually hear sirens in the background. What would that dude say? Denied, no, no route available. Yeah, no. Because there is a line, but it goes to nowhere. Oh. Well, that was weird. Luckily, I didn't go away then because we weren't done just yet. First of all, let me set the speed back to 25 because we... Oh, it's requiring all its power apparently. Still giving me a 500 hertz. Not safe to release. Expect
Zugbeeinflussung.
45.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Well, then we can set it to 40. I don't know exactly how far the red signal is away. How far away the red signal is, so I'm not sure whether I should put full throttle, which I'm not going to do anyway because it says go fire location, and then most likely it ends about there. But I'm still not sure. We got a yellow anyway, and I don't feel pretty comfortable. I'm gonna hit the red, the emergency brake, because I'm not sure if I will make it in time otherwise, and I don't want to get a spot. And now I wait for signal to change. Wow. Then first, let me check where we actually have to wait for. There seems to be a train departing. Maybe that's the one we have to wait for. No, it's arriving. There's also nothing coming from there. Ah. It's Shunter. It's probably giving me the red. Or is it? Well, nobody knows what's giving me actual red then. The shunter is on my tracks. Maybe it has to be there first so it can actually start shunting my train. Well, it changed drastically. And we got a green. So that means we can fahren. We kunnen fahren. Make sure to not overspeed. We don't want to overspeed. Speed limit of 60. I expect the yellow, the 1000 hertz come into action. Yes, we got a yellow 1000 hertz now. Not even 1000 hertz, but an increase in speed. How am I supposed to put it like that? Tell me how. Why did the weather change all of a sudden? Like, for the worse. That train is waiting for me, that's for sure. Or, no, it's not even active. Or is it? I don't think it's active. No, it's definitely not active. I have to overshoot it anyway, because otherwise the train remains on the track there. Which I bet it still will. Well, we're going out for the break. We'll be back in a maximum of 5 minutes. See you guys around. Alright, we're back. Return to the timetable. Because we're doing another rail pool one. But this time in real bad weather, like thunderstorms. Because in timetable mode you can actually change that. Custom weather. Precipitation. Wetness. Wind strength. Cloud level. Oh. Lightning storm. Rainstorm, lightning storm. Let's do this. Let's do this. So... First of all, we gotta set the train up again. Brakes good in, good out. Set it to high beams dimmed. Cab light on. Wipers. There. No. What if? Well, deal with that later. B is it B. L is it B. C5. Still got some time to check out where the wipers are located. I believe, I think here then. Nah, that was the air conditioning. There it is. You can barely see it.
AFB, AFB, AFB.
Yeah, he says that. Oh, we're actually driving with cars this time. To Emden, that must be a lot of VWs, Volkswagens. This has more something of a BMW. Or a Skoda, by the way, but lots of... Oh no, there's a red signal. Don't take that signal. Wait for the signal to change. As always. Will do then, huh? That train coming up. Yeah, there is. Still don't know. I'm not allowed to get a green light then. Where am I? Not here. Which direction am I facing? Well, the other direction then, because there was a jumping train moving and I didn't see it. This is not helping my cause. Probably I have to wait for the passenger train to pass by. It is there. Well, that still doesn't help. Since he's probably still in my section. Ah.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
So with this weather you get a lot of wheel spin. And you don't want that because that flattens your wheels and that's a bad thing. She'd still be expecting 45, I think, because it's yellow here. There's a green, but also a yellow, but it says a 120. So. And I'm not the first one to find out. I'm not willing to find out, actually, and get a signal past the danger. because I can see that the next signal is red. And I'm not willing to find out. Got a feeling that we're too close behind that other train still. And that's what makes it nearly impossible to achieve some speed, because we're never going to make it in time if we brake it. If we start braking, even if we hit the emergency brake, we're just never going to make it in time. Speed limit is 120 kilometers an hour. That's what you could see above the green signal, which we have now. We had a green signal now. I still not past that. Well, apparently not. Bags also look something like Ford. Nice rims you got there. That's sporty sedan over here, or a coupe, coupe. Well, go back in the lock where it's dry. Is it even a real station, or is it just abandoned because there's literally nothing? We set up the signal lights. Do we actually see shit? No, we set it to high beams dimmed. because the weather is really bad. So I also still have to make a picture for the thumbnail, so let's do it here. It's not going to be the best. So I have to work a little bit with exposure, a little bit of rotation. Like that. Awesome. Another empty station, yeah, I get that you don't want to be outside with this weather, but it makes it look dead. Like a little bit lifeless actually, and there's also not that much AI traffic over here because maybe I don't have layers or something. I do have a lot of layers for this route, but apparently not all the necessary layers. Let me know, by the way, if you actually want to see some Flixtrain action soon, because that's also with the Vectron, so maybe we... well, Vectron is actually my favorite locomotive, but look at how beautiful it is. There was finally some AI traffic. Well, there are different types of trains that you can actually come across across this route. Those are the Intercity 1, which is the Baureihe 101, Baureihe 101 with the IC coaches, the Intercity coaches. Not with the Steuerwagen, because I don't have the BR101 Expert, but you can also come across the ICE 1. Like the Baureihe 401. You can come across some the diesel shunting lock. You can come across the Baureihe 425, 425, which is that S-Bahn type thing, and you can actually come across the Baureihe 110 or 110 with the N-Wagens. Maybe there's even more that I forgot about. Probably some yeah, you can I haven't seen it yet, but it's included in the route. There's the BR 155, the electric container, which is outdated, just like the BR 110. However, I still like the route, so let me know how it's pronounced. But yeah, sadly that's a bit outdated and not really realistic anymore if you set it in today's time, but I believe this route is set in the late 2000s. So back then they were actually still in service. They ain't anymore now. They went out of service a few years ago, I believe. However, Deutsche Bahn is also looking to retire the Baureihe 101, or also known as the Intercity 1, because they have the Intercity 2 with Tostos for example. The Bombardier Twindex, that's also a video of on my channel. The Intercity terminating at Leer, Ostfriesland. Was there on a littleification, shortification. There's some train spotting. Also spotted the Baureihe 147, that's not in game, but the Baureihe 146 is actually. But not in IC colors, but you can obviously download that from the livery designer. However, what's stupid is that if you actually do it for the doppelstock wagons as well, download them, you can often see some AI traffic running around with a combination of both. Then there's an IC train combined with the normal Regio Bahn livery, and that's not really realistic. So I deleted them, even though I think they are very well made. But yeah, that makes it a bit annoying. I don't know if you can actually turn that off. I hope so. Maybe it's possible. I haven't looked into it that much. But for now, let's see if we can get those cars to their destination. Apparently you can change the voltage on this thing as well. This one is able to run on 25, 15 and 1.5 kilovolts. It's currently running at 15 kilovolts. When it's running on 25 kilovolts, the 25 kilovolts are mostly for the faster trains like high-speed lines. Some countries do run on 25 volts mostly, but I think the most are actually running on 15 kilovolts. France and the Netherlands is quite similar. They have 25 kilovolts for the high speed and 1.5 kilovolts for the normal lines. The route in Groningen Zwolle is only 1.5 kilovolts. That's not really a high speed line, so the maximum speed limit is there is 160 kilometers an hour over there. So this train is actually capable of doing 200 kilometers an hour. That's the top speed, I believe, for the Siemens Vectron. Yeah, here you see it. Vmax 200 kilometers an hour. Yeah, we're a cargo train, so I believe that's why we're restricted to 100 now. Especially since the load is scarce. In the previous timetable mode, we were able to do 120 still, so that's quite inconsistent. I don't know what the rules are about that, but let me know in the comments if you know it. Anyway, it's not a long route, so we're already approaching Emden, I think. I believe it was Emden. Yeah, that's literally where the route terminates. What's that? Dock. Are we gonna see any more AI trains before we actually get there? I don't think so. There are some trains located over there, but I don't know what God means. It's not an intercity then, and it's not a local service because that's RE or RB. Yeah, wait in the rain then, huh? No umbrella with you? Sorry guys. Any train spotters here? Why are they actually pulling up their pulling out their umbrella when they probably already had to walk or go to the station in the first place, and then when they were arriving on the platform, they all of a sudden unfold the umbrella and yeah, it's wet outside. Don't want to get wet over here. It's actually a little bit quieter, more quiet than the previous run. Maybe all trains are delayed due to the weather or something, or cancelled even. How was the train actually departed? Due to the length, it should say that it's actually that's a S-Bahn, I think. Whereas this, nobody knows. It's probably still there when we arrive. Hey, Sparks. Well, when it says stop at location as indicated, I already assume that it's, yeah, well, let me say, not the final destination. We're only doing 100 kilometers an hour, but we already covered 30 kilometers then. Oh, break. This might as well mean we're getting a penalty application. Oh, this time we were actually on time with the brakings. Even so on time that we're actually almost coming to a standstill. Because it's not yet. Hello there. Because it's a little bit slow on picking the traction back up. I see we're getting another 1000 hertz here, I think. Not really sure, but I expect that. No, not really then. Well, we can just set it to 40 here because there's no time bubble to this thing. I assume here we get one then. Oh. Would expect something to happen, but I'm sure we get one here. Since there's speed reduction and
Zugbeeinflussung.
I was right all along. But there's speed reduction and a red signal coming up. So I don't really know what that red signal is though. I don't really know how I am supposed to get there. The radio locomotives are here as well. There's an IC. It's quite hard to break those huge freight trains to the right, to exactly the right spot, but why is it not picking it up? I'm standing here, boy. Oh, it was actually this. Well, Cool. Maybe we could do some shunning operations with that small thing. Baureihe 363 or something. I don't know for sure how it's called. That's a small diesel shunner. Because that is also a bit of, well, cargo operations. That one, yes, 363. Hey, it is available there. Well, we'll do then. Yeah. This thing works a little bit different. I barely drive it because it sucks if you actually drive it. But there were some things you... Fucking hell. I have some cab lights. No possibility of getting a little bit more light in here. Well, this isn't the best thing to happen to a person. But it's in the middle of the night. Should have seen it coming, by the way. Fun fact is that it's actually driving full power now. Yeah, we can just drive full power with this thing because well, nobody sees the thing, and so don't, me neither, actually. Finally, the direct brake was still on as well. It's not the most sophisticated train, nor the anyone near the fastest. You really don't see shit at all. I think we already achieved maximum speed on this thing. I'm sure we actually did. Well, as a bonus, I'm thinking of actually doing an IC1 run after this one and then conclude the stream. Because this is just nothing. This is really nothing. What happened here? Did it blow the engine or something? I think he does that to protect himself against something lowering his RPMs, because the oil temperature is pretty high. Koelwasser normal. How is that possible? That's the spot. Huh? How on the fucking earth was that not a spot? Damn. We did it. Alright, I'm gonna give you an IC1 service for the end of the stream. That's not a freight operation, but who knows? COVID times, the entire seas are filled with freight, just like they were in planes. Howdy. There's a thing. Only 11 cars available. Well, let's make a stock move out of it then. I saw that it was almost 21:29, so 9:30, but it shouldn't be dark in Europe at that time. But obviously, here it is, and we're not gonna do that. For fuck's sake, man. It's July. It's not dark at 9:30. So basically, there's nothing happening. But this passenger service from Bremen to let's see if it's already light. Not expecting it to be, actually. That's weird. It is. I definitely opened the left doors. Why are you not working? What the fuck? That's some weird stuff. Why is it unable to move? Am I doing something wrong? I don't know what the hell this is, but well, I'm gonna end the stream here then because I don't feel like finding out what the fucking problem is this time. Probably has something to do with the voltage or something because it seems like it's just not working. Oberstorm. Oberstorm my ass. I'm done with it. What the hell is not working this time? Well, I'm gonna end the stream here, and I'm going to Google on why the fuck this train didn't want to move. I still owe you this one, the IC1 on Bremen-Oldenburg, so right now I am ending the stream, and I hope to see you soon.